Hi, this is Mandy Malloy at Toki Middle School Library. I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on the Titlewise collection analysis, and this will help you learn more about your collection as well as to figure out maybe possibly what to weed and what to keep. Okay, so here we go. We are starting at the online catalog. Make sure you are logged in as an administrator. You're going to go to your Titlewise collection. And here is your account. Make sure you are logged into your account. Notice mine just says Toki Middle School. You're going to go right under your account and you're going to go to Titlewise analysis. So if you notice, you can go ahead and go to the most up-to-date one here. Now, if your collection is yellow, which my status is, green means go, yellow means proceed with caution, and red means stop. So if there's a success rate of more than 90%, you're in the green. If you have an analysis between 40 and 90%, you're in the yellow. If it's below 40%, then I would not use it at all. So you can view this option, or you can possibly delete if that's what you wish. In order to get this report that is vital to find information on your collection, you can go under Browse Analysis and submit your collection, and it would just talk you right through it. So make sure your school is up to date, your name, etc. And then you'll be in the right hand corner and you'll click Next, and just kind of follow right along. You are using the Mark 21. You are using your circulation, follow destiny, so you don't have to change any of this jazz. And continue to go on to the next. Now here's where it could get interesting for you. This is just your general fiction. Most of our fiction at Toki starts with FIC. It also may start with E, because there may be some easy to read books, or it might have some kind of different name. So this is when you get to put in your information that may be vital to your library. All of our references start with REF. Bibliography, some of our bibliographies start with B, some of our bibliographies start with 901, so it includes both of those. Our professional collection starts with Prof. And our story collection starts with 808.8, and then we do not have a paperback collection, and we really don't have much of an easy collection, though it would start with E. So if you wanted to add more, such as if you differentiated your collection to horror or science fiction or whatnot, you can add all of your stuff at this location. So then you would scroll down a bit, so then you can click Proceed, Next. And if you want to ignore the items, like if there are items in your collection that you're like, that we don't really need to figure out those, ours is magazines, or the mags, and I could possibly put AV, I could put other things that may not fit. So go ahead and keep following along with the next. And it says file updated. You can choose your file, and it says where you can get all these files, and usually Vicky at the Central District Library helps with this, so she's awesome. So please use her, she's great. And just finish your collection. So I could choose my Mark record file. So I am not going to do any of that. So I'm actually going to go back to our collection profile. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. So here we go back into the Titlewise collection analysis. I'm going to use my yellow proceed with caution just because it's there. Okay, I'm going to view. So what you can do is if you want all of the reports, go ahead and use a PDF. If you're going to print that to find your collection information, great, do it. But I just want to give you the analysis overview is this page. Again, if you want the PDF, wonderful. If you want a summary by hundreds, go ahead and look what that tells you. So this is the percent of your collection. This is the average age, and these are the number of items that you do have. And notice this is by hundreds in the Dewey Decimal System, and other categories such as fiction, reference, biography, and pretty much whatever you told it in the previous one. So I'm going to scroll back up. You can also do details by tens, which may be very helpful if you're really trying to add certain to your collection, such as the hundreds division, bibliographies, library science, etc. Notice my collection doesn't have a lot of this. And again, I'll give you the average age, the number of items. The balanced Dewey comparisons, which I found pretty helpful to me, it's really comparing me to other libraries in the collection, especially in the school, with the grade appropriate school solutions. And I just kind of wanted to compare my library to others. So notice the difference here is negative 2.21. You can go into more details here. I think if you click this one, I may be wrong. Yep, I'm wrong. We're going to go back and click the other one. So if you click this one, it'll give you the details in your collection. So it'll give you all the titles here, the year and the barcode. So that may be very helpful with along the call number. And for me, what I've been doing is going hopefully one range at a time and weeding out the collection a little bit at a time and making sure that I have the most up-to-date collection that I can, and going back to figure out if anybody has checked out the books that I'm weeding or how long it's been. So we are kind of trying to get rid of our T codes by now. Notice this is from 1993. I mean, this may be very important for our historical collection, or it could not be. So that's up to you, of course, as a librarian. So I'm going to go back to collection analysis, I think. How do we get there? I don't know, so give me a second. So back to balanced Dewey comparisons. You can use this for what you will. Now we're just going to quickly go to the collection by year. And notice that, I mean, this may be very easy for you. We have, out of the decade 1900, we have 0 books in our collection. 1910, we have 2. And these may be very vital to our collection. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And so notice that, you know, the Christmas Carols in our library, and it was written in 1915. And Anne of the Island is as well. So I may want to keep that in my collection, I may not. So that might be really helpful if you are looking specifically for date. I think it gives you a nice range so that you're not inundated with all of these, with thousands and thousands of book titles. So like from 1950, you can figure out what is in your collection with 1950. And hey, you know, look at this. These are call numbers, these are biographies. But however, a lot of the stuff may be in my book room. So that may be helpful to me that it's not in the library collection per se, but it has been cataloged. So we're going to go back again. And you can figure out other kinds of information with the age sensitivity issues. I think this is a nice rule of thumb. It says the acceptable age, 3, 5, etc. And then the numbers in the collection and how aged they are compared to it. So age titles. Again, if you're looking by the titles, these are your titles that are older than 15 years in regards to certain ranges. So you can go, if you're only looking from 000 to 099, there you go. If I'm really invested in my more of my techie stuff. Okay, so yeah, these are, you know, so maybe I want to specifically look at these titles in particular. So there's just different ranges for you to be able to help weed your collection, or at least know your collection a little bit more to figure out if it's as up to date as you possibly can. So I possibly have a lot of work to do. So incomplete records, these records are exactly what they say they are. They are not complete in some way. For example, I have several by barcodes, which I'm really not sure about that. Several are from my book room. So these are just all of the records that are incomplete according to Follett. So this was a brief overview of Titlewise collection analysis. It's a really good tool, so I encourage you to play with it. Okay, thanks. Bye.